Welcome to the Anything Goes Renegade Podcast. I'm your host, Demetrius Smith, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there in the world doing it big. And we got and I gotta apologize for you guys because the reason I didn't record last Sunday is because that was my birthday. I was spending time with just celebrating life and everything. Level 32. That's how we do. That's how we roll. And today we're going to talk about the history of oponopono, and I know we talked about oponopono on this podcast in previous episodes about how it has been taught, why there ain't no clear teachings on it. But today we're going to learn about the history of oponopono, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and so we're going to get right into this part. We are going to get right into today's episode. And let's get into it. Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness. The Hawaiian word translated into English simply as correction. Similar forgiveness practices are performed on islands throughout the South Pacific, including Hawaii, Samoa, Taila, and New Zealand. I don't think I pronounced the other word correctly. Traditional Ho'oponopono is practiced by indigenous Hawaiian healers, often within the extended family by family members. There is also a New Age practice that goes by the same name. Hawaiian scholar Nana Vera, in her book Change We Must, My Spiritual Journey, wrote that Ho'oponopono was a practice in ancient Hawaii, and this is supported by oral histories from contemporary Hawaiian elders. Pukia first recorded her experience and observation from her childhood in her 1958 book. Although the word Ho'oponopono was not used, early Hawaiian historians documented a belief that illness was caused by breaking kapu or spiritual laws, that the illness could not be cured until the suffering atoned for the transgression, often with the assistance of a prayer priest, which is kahuna puli, or healing priest, kahuna lapu. I feel like I'm butchering these names, and I apologize for this. Forgiveness was sought from the gods or from the person with whom there was a dispute. Pukia described it as a practice of extended family members meeting to make right broken family relations. Some families meet daily or weekly to prevent problems from erupting. Forgive me, guys, I'm sorry. Others meet when a person becomes ill, believing that illness was caused by the stress of anger, guilt, recriminalization, and lack of forgiveness. Nana Veri wrote that when any of the children in her family fell ill, her grandmother would ask the parents, "What have you done?" They believed that healing could come only with complete forgiveness of the whole family. Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast? Are you passionate about a favorite subject matter or a message that you want everyone to listen to, but you don't have any of the equipment or have no idea where to begin? Well, look no further than Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Do not worry about any extra equipment, guys, because Anchor's creation tools allows you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. To get started, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm. That's ANCHOR.FM. Again, to get started, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm. That is ANCHOR.FM. Ho'oponopono corrects, restores, and maintains good relationships among family members and with their gods or God by getting to the cause and source of trouble. Usually the most senior member of the family conducts it. He or she gathers the family together. If the family is unable to work through a problem, they turn to a respected outsider. The process begins with prayer. A statement of the problem is made and the transgression discussed. Family members are expected to work problems through and cooperate, not hold fast to the fault. One or more periods of silence must be taken for reflection on the entanglement of emotions and injuries. Everyone's feelings are acknowledged, their confession, repentance, and forgiveness take place. Everyone releases kala each other, letting go. They cut off the past, and together they close the event with a ceremony piece called pani, which often includes eating lamor or kala skew, symbolic of the release. Like I said, forgive me for butchering these terms. I apologize. In a form used by the family of Kahuna, microwave of the island of Molokai, the completion of Ho'oponopono is represented by giving the person forgiving a layer made from the fruit of the hala tree. Auntie Mala Carver, who worked with the Queen Little Okinawa Children Centers for more than 30 years, taught courses in traditional Ho'oponopono. On August 30th, 2000, she spoke about it in the United Nations. In the late 20th century, courts in Hawaii began to order juvenile and adult offenders to work with the elder who will conduct Ho'oponopono for their families as a form of alternative dispute resolution. The Ho'oponopono is conducted in the traditional way, without court interference, with a practitioner picked by the family from a list of court-approved providers. Some native practitioners provide Ho'oponopono to clients who otherwise might seek family counseling. In 1976, Mona Simona, regarded as a hidden priest of Kahuna, adapted the traditional Ho'oponopono of family and mutual forgiveness to the social realities of the modern day. For this, she extended it both to a general problem-solving process outside the family and to a psycho-spiritual self-help rather than group process. Simona's version is influenced by her Christian education and her philosophical studies about India, China, and Igor Cassidy. Like Hawaiian tradition, she emphasized prayer, confession, repentance, and mutual restitution and forgiveness. Unlike Hawaiian tradition, she describes problems only as the effects of negative karma, saying that you have to experience by yourself what you have done to others, but that you are the creator of your life. Circumstance was common knowledge for the people of old as things we have brought with us from other lifetimes. Any wrongdoing is memorized within oneself and mirrored in every entity and object which has present when the cause happens. As the law of cause and effect predominates in all of life and lifetimes, the purpose of aversion is mainly to release unhappy, negative experiences in past reincarnations and to resolve and remove traumas from the memory banks. Karmic bondage hinders the evolution of mind so that karmic cleansing is a request for the expansion of awareness. Using her one-step process would dissolve those bondages. She did not use mantras or conditioned exercise. Her teachings includes there is a divine creator who takes care of all. Wow. There's a divine who takes care of pleas of man. When the phrase "and it is done" is used after prayer, it means man works ends and God begins. Self-identified signifies doing the Ho'oponopono that the three selves or aspects of consciousness are balanced and connected with the divine creator. Different from egotistic prayers, I cannot pronounce that word, but I'm gonna say, guys, I am sorry for stopping it in the middle of this, but this word I cannot pronounce. I'm gonna try my best. Altruistic prayers like Ho'oponopono, I'm gonna say cleaning prayers like Ho'oponopono, where you also pray for the release of other entities and objects reach the divine plane or cosmos because of their high vibration. From the flame, the divine energy or mana will come, which will transform the painful part of the memory of the wrong actions in all participants to pure light, on whatever plane they are existing on, are set free. Through the transmutation in the mind, the problems will lose their energy for physical effects, and healing or balance is begun. In this sense, Simona's mana is not the same as the traditional Polynesian understanding of mana. Pacific seminarians founded by Monana Semi-Ona started the first Ho'oponopono seminars in Germany. Seminars are still held on a regular basis in Germany, Portland, France, and Denmark. After Seminar's death in 1992, her former student and administrator Iyaka Hewlin co-authored a book with Joe. You already know who I'm talking about. Joe Detail, called Zero Limits, referring to sorry about that interruption, guys. I apologize. Referring to Simone's Ho'oponopono teachings, Liz makes no claim to be a kahuna. In contrast to Semionas, I hate butchering this woman's name. Teachings, the book brings the new idea that the main objective of Ho'oponopono is getting to the zero state. It's where we have zero limits, no memories, no identity. To reach this state, which then called self-identified through Ho'oponopono, includes using the mantra "I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you." It is based on Lynn's idea of 100% responsibility. Taking responsibility for everyone's action, not only for one's own. If one would take complete responsibility for one's life, than everything one sees, hears, tastes, touch, or in any